after a bittersweet week going 1-4, but that one game was the Falcons beating the Saints. Unbelievable. Terrible choice of picks, though. Getting 4 wrong, but I did get the Falcons game right. We're going to quickly move on into week 2. Forget last week, that was in the past. This week, we are taking the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens looked like shit against the Bengals, and I have no idea why the Bengals defense let the Ravens almost come back to win it. Whereas on the other side of the ball, the Steelers looked great in the first half, and then let the Browns almost come back to win it. In my opinion, with everything that's going on with Ray Rice, the Ravens lose this one in Baltimore. The Steelers take a W in the win column, go 2-0, move on to 2-0 in the division. That's insane to do by week 2. You're getting a 2-game lead over the Ravens, most likely a 2-game lead over the Browns now. It's going to be hard to keep up with the Bengals in that league. Moving on to the next game, the Atlanta Falcons, my team, traveling up to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. How Cincinnati's favored by more than 5 points in this game, I'll never know, because they were winning last week's game against the Ravens, and then all of a sudden the Ravens almost came back to win, whereas the Falcons defense just did not show up last week until the second half. They made a really big play to win the game, even in overtime. Matt Bryant is the Atlanta Falcons' savior. I think the Falcons will win this one, not because I'm a biased fan, just because the Bengals they took on a depleted Ravens team and almost took it to the house and then let the Ravens come back in it. You can't do that against Matt Ryan. This is where the games start to get really tough. Seattle traveling to San Diego. What the hell happened in Arizona that San Diego could not handle the Cardinals in their own house? I do not see them handling the Seahawks in their own house. So let's give the Super Bowl champions a 2-0 lead. Probably one of the least favorite games on the list this week. The Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. This game, it has a lot of potential to be a great game. We know that. We know that the Eagles are in sole possession of the NFC East, with everybody else looking like shit in that division, whereas the Colts almost came back against the Broncos. I really want to take the Colts in this one. I really want to take the Eagles in this one as well. It's a tough pick because the Eagles are so dynamic, yet the Colts have that comeback ability to win. So I'm definitely going to give the edge here to the Colts. For my upset pick this week, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns over the New Orleans Saints. Not because the Saints lost to the Falcons last week, that has nothing to do with it. The fact that the Browns almost came back to win it against Pittsburgh, in Pittsburgh, against a really good defense, shows that they have the capability to not knock themselves down. They have that momentum to actually, once they get a touchdown, they're going to keep going. Do I see the Saints completely making this a blowout in Cleveland? No, I don't. Do I see maybe Brian Hoyer going for the game-winning touchdown and or the game-tying field goal for the Browns kicker? That I can see happening. I mean, they're definitely going to cover this spread, so why not just let them win the whole thing? So let's take the Browns this week. Some really quick updates just to end this video off. I tell everybody subscribe to the channel. I'm at 776 subscribers. I want to hit 1,000 by the time this year's Super Bowl comes around. Please help me get there. Have your family, have your friends, share this with other people who you talk football with, your coworkers, anybody. Share this channel, get them to subscribe. Definitely like the video. I want to get all those stats back up this year. In the YouTube Prognosticators Fantasy Football League, I'm a winner last week. I can't believe I won within 4 points. Thank you, Calvin Johnson, for having an amazing game, and fuck you, Larry Fitzgerald, for not having a great game. Don't know why they didn't target you as much. Next week's matchup is against Justin Robar from Bridgewater's Finest. You should definitely check him out. Oh, I hope I win and go 2-0 next week.